All right, welcome everybody. We are here for game 2 pool play. You have your Chandler Stars, 13U against the AZ Athletics Marucci. If you're just joining us, the Stars won their first pool play game against ZT Elite. They were able to hold in the bottom of the 6th. ZT had the tying run at second base. Really big heads-up play from Austin Smith. Picks a guy over at first base, gets that second out, and then strike 3 on the batter, and ended up being the ball game. Mike, what do you think about the last game?
It was a battle by both sides. I mean, the guys, certain things obviously had to happen, and it was going to come down to obviously a one run. Time is what played the biggest factor in that. I took Parker as far as he could go in pitching. Did a good job, and Austin coming in and finishing it up did great. I mean, unfortunate error at first base made that game a little bit closer than it needed to. At the end of the day, they were able to pull it out. The Stars were. ZT put up a great fight, and so now we stay on this field for the Stars, and they face the Athletics Nuttall team.
So on the bump for the Chandler Stars, number 27, Austin Smith, he's going to stay in. Again, he came in the bottom of that 6th inning, top of the 6th. Again, if you're just joining us, we are here at Red Mountain Baseball Complex. This is in Mesa, Arizona. Beautiful weather, a little chilly, 55 degrees. If you're from Arizona, that's chilly.
We're freezing.
We're freezing. Got the heater set up behind us.
Legitimately freezing.
The initial decision was that we didn't need the heater, but
it got colder.
It got colder. Behind the dish is going to be number 21, Ryan Sanchez. Over at third, Hurtado. Short, Mejia. Second base, King. First base, Ryan Harwood. Out and right, Damian Serrano. Center field, Connor Russell. And in left, Ethan Trahan. On the bump again, number 27, Austin Smith. Again, beautiful backdrop out here in Mesa, Arizona. And we are getting set for the first pitch. Stars draw home again on the coin flip. This is pool play, so coin flip for home and away. And then tomorrow in bracket play, it's all dependent on your seed.
This is James Carr. Good hitter, fast runner. He's a good player.
And James actually gets hit by the first pitch.
Yeah, that's not the start you're looking for. Brandon, this is Aiden Jacobs. Oh, I'm sorry, Andrew Jacobs up to bat right now.
So,
Yes, sir.
you have the same plate umpire,
Okay.
new base umpire.
New base umpire.
It's Jeremy Rhoda.
Jeremy Rhoda. And then behind the dish again is
All settle case.
Paul Settlecase. Okay. Thank you again, sir. So we've got UIC coming over, giving us the update on our crew. We've got Paul Settlecase behind the dish, and then Jeremy Rhoda as our field umpire.
Gets him on the throwdown. Carr was stealing, and that's an impressive out. Carr's a good base runner. Ryan comes up throwing. Ryan Sanchez behind the plate for the Stars. Austin kept him close enough to give Ryan a chance, and they make the out with the throw to Amari King. Andrew swinging through the high fastball, chasing that upstairs.
And that's going to be strike three. So Athletics get their first runner on a hit by pitch, and then now 2 outs. And we've got number 12, Aiden Woolwine, stepping in. First pitch is going to be outside.
Got a big bat on him. He can turn on that inside fastball. You want to work him away and force him to kind of maybe roll over on something outside he's trying to pull. That's exactly what he's doing. He's staying away from him right here, Brandon.
Come on, bud.
Smith goes outside again. That's 3-0.
Yeah, you call that was a strike.
He did.
Yeah, that
okay.
was a strike.
All right.
Came up for the strike on that one.
Shows how much I'm paying attention.
Tries to get him to chase that, Brandon. I mean, working the outside. You don't want to give Aiden anything that he can pull. You know, these are large fields, a lot of open area out there. So, again, you're looking for the pitcher's looking to get the hitter to make a mistake, and the hitter is looking for the pitcher to make a mistake, and he gets Woolwine to chase it, being pretty aggressive, trying to go after that pitch.
Three-two to Woolwine. And that one's going to be outside, ball 4. So now we've got number 27, Grant McMeekin. Ooh, good first pitch there from Smith. A little high. Goes with the off speed.
Aiden at first base is not much of a steal threat. He makes his money with his bat and his arm.
Nice spot, kid. Nice job.
Hit up the middle, Brandon. Luis Mejia dives for it. Can't keep it in the glove. Made a good athletic play. Just came out of his glove and rolled slowly out behind him. Woolwine advances to second, and Grant is on first base, which was likely ruled a single.
Now we've got the catcher, Ryan Sanchez. He's going to go talk to Smith. Probably remind him, hey, we've got 2 outs. Just need a ground ball. So runners at first and second, 2 outs. That one called high. Do we have batting for?
This is Nuttall up to bat.
Okay.
He is in the 5 hole. That one misses. Got him 2-0 right now, Brandon. You don't want to walk another guy to load him up.
No.
Caleb Rose is on deck. You've got 2 outs. You expect a pitch to hit right here if you are Nuttall. Wasn't what he was looking for. Let it go. Good pitch by Austin. Gotta have the same approach if you're Nuttall at the plate. He doesn't want to fall behind 3-1.
What was the call over there, Mike?
Safe. It looks like Hurtado at third was not on the base. Came off on the throw. It was a good play by Mejia. And now the bases are loaded with 2 outs. Gets ahead of Caleb Rose, Brandon, for the first pitch strike. Infield's playing back. They just need an out. It's 2 outs. Big opportunity for the Athletics to put a run on the board. Calls for time. Austin looking for something that he wants to hear. Good break on that ball, Brandon.
Good job, right guy.
misses the plate, but that's a good pitch in that situation. Try to get him to chase something.
And a good block by the catcher, Ryan Sanchez. That would have scored at least one.
All on, good pitch, good take by the hitter, and a block with the catcher.
That one's going to get it over the head of Ethan Trahan over there. That will score 3.
That clears the bases over Ethan's head. I'd like to see him turn and just really run hard on that one. I mean, looks like he was tracking it. Hard for us to see from our vantage point where that ball was with the sunlight and all that, but clears the bases. Gets Nuttall up early. It is early in the game. That's a great jump ahead for the Athletics. Austin's doing a good job, Brandon, just having a hard time over on that left side.
You can tell a little frustration on his face. Not how he wanted to start this game.
Let it fly, kid.
Got a runner over there at first base. Athletics have plated 4 here in the top of the first.
Just shows, I mean, that not being on the bag at third on that one. And like I said, I couldn't tell from our vantage point if he got pulled off on the throw or he just misplaced his foot. But that was an inning over.
Yeah.
And now it's turned to 4 runs. That one simple play right there. It's coming back to absolutely haunt the Stars in this situation. Athletics has taken full advantage of that mistake.
That one gets past the second baseman, Amari King. Runner's going to hold it third. So again, to your point, the Athletics are taking full advantage.
The defense is not looking sharp right now. Last game for the Stars, because obviously we were here watching that one, was a lot more, definitely more sharp. And rough start for them out of the gate. I know the Stars teams pride themselves on defense, so their coach has got to be frustrated with where they're sitting right now. Not so much giving up a big hit to left, or it's what got those runs across and what could have happened to shut it down. That's tough to swallow for a coach.
And there's another one.
Well, Athletics team can hit.
Yep.
That one's barreled up. That was a good hit by who was that?
I couldn't tell you.
Number 10. That's Mark sitting at number 10. So, Mark, look, I'm going to call him Mark because that's his name. The last name you can't read on the scorecard, but barrels up the ball, gets another run across. So they put up a 5 spot so far, Brandon. This is a hole that you don't want to be in if you're the Chandler Stars.
Good pitch there from Smith. Especially after getting that victory in the first game. You know, coming out and looking a little flat, making maybe some mental mistakes. Smith gets the inside fastball for a strike. He's ahead 1-2. Stars the home team, so they've yet to see some at-bats.
Austin is with a couple errors, unfortunately. He's at 31 pitches.
And he gets him swinging for strike 3, but not before the Athletics are able to plate 5. And we're going to head to the bottom of the 5th, and leading off for the Chandler Stars will be number 22, Connor Russell. Opportunity to remind you to like and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Facebook. Check us out all around the social media. Always working out kinks, you know. We're what, a month and a half into this, you know, this streaming, so having some issues this morning, but nonetheless, you live and you learn.
AJ Hasseltine is on the mound for the Athletics. You got Grant McKeegan behind the plate catching him. Fastball's not overpowering. If his off speed is working, throws it pretty good. So if you're at the Athletics, here's what you're doing. You're backing your outfield up. Don't give up any doubles. You're playing with the lead, and I know it's early, but you want to limit damage.
Yeah.
Okay. If you can just keep adding a run or two here or there, you know, as at least every inning, every other inning, and limit the damage. If Stars score 1 or 2, it's okay. So you back your outfield up, you keep the ball in front, you don't let anything by, you give up single, no doubles, no triples, you know, and play your defense strong, you maintain the lead. From the Stars aspect, you've got to start somewhere. So you're looking for get guys on base. If you get them on base, then you can move them around, and you got to cut into this lead. And that's what their game plan has to be.
So
1 or 2 runs here, hold Athletics, another 1 or 2 runs, and we have a new ball game.
Yep. So leading off here, number 22, Connor Russell. And he's going to lay that one down. And he's out over there at first.
The one place you don't want to bunt it is directly
Right back to the pitcher.
So a very simple play for the pitcher. Connor put himself in a impossible position to get on base right there.
Stepping in will be number 35, Luis Mejia. So 1 pitch, 1 out for the Athletics. Mejia sees a first pitch fastball on the outside part of the plate, 0-1. And he comes in again, and Mejia's now down 0-2.
3 pitches, 1 out, 0-2. I'd say that's pretty efficient.
Yeah.
So now we got a breeze coming directly in from center field, Brandon.
One-two to Mejia, and he chases the
high ball outside there. That would have been another ball, evens it up 2-2. But let's face it, you're trying to get a base runner on. He's thinking I can deliver a hit. That's what he used to doing, and unfortunately misses that one for the Stars. And Ryan Harwood comes up here hoping to get a runner on and make something happen to chip into this lead.
Not really sure what pitch that is there for Hasseltine?
Hasseltine.
But it doesn't seem like he's got control of that, so we'll see if he just maybe Ball high and outside. 2-0 now to Harwood.
You know, one of the things you can look for this first inning are these pitchers getting used to this a little bit, this mound that's a little bit higher. You know, if you're a velocity guy, it actually helps you, allows you to get down on top.
Oh. Couldn't get any easier for the first baseman on that one. Ball rolls right up the line, bounces off the base right up to the first baseman, and that's going to be the end of the first. So not a good start for the Chandler Stars, but you know, we'll see. Maybe he takes an inning or two or three.
AJ makes quick work of that inning on 7 or 8 pitches, and here we are rolling into the second already. So now, look, the key for this one is Stars need to bounce back. They need to have a good, productive inning defensively. You know, Austin has proven he's going to deliver some ground balls. He's going to make some of those adjustments, and so with that, if they can hold them to 0 again. Same plan. Let's hold them to singles. If you're the Stars, Athletics, you're looking for just one or two more runs. Just keep winning innings.
No, it's all right. I got dribbled a little bit. It's okay. No, it's already wet.
Cold. So they batted 10 last inning, Brandon. Here we are at the 11-hole hitter. Mason Burns is batting 11th. Cut there. Should be playable at second base for Amari King. Gets back, starts out with an out. That's the start the Stars are looking for, not what Athletics wants. But again, game plan for Athletics at this point: get a runner on base, try and score a run every inning. Stay tough on the mound. Just maintain a cushion lead.
That one low and outside. Home plate umpire, settle case.
Fast runner with a big bat here. Outfield is pretty shallow, Brandon. Ryan Sanchez is warming up in the bullpen. Gets the outside corner on that. I think we're even the count, right? 2-2?
Yep, 2-2.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned at the depth of the outfield with this bat. Puts it up. Right to him once he went the right way.
Yeah.
Connor getting a little confused between northeast and southwest, but and he gets, that was Andrew Jacobs with the single after James Carr popped up to Connor. So with 2 outs, Aiden will line up. Again, you want to back your outfield up. hold them to singles and look for a mistake. Wind is definitely picking up, blowing from about, feels like right center back this way, right? We don't have any flags up to really, found right center, right into home. Ball in the dirt, there's really not much Damien could do. He couldn't get he got the glove on it, but he had to go to his knees to make sure he blocked it so the runner couldn't maybe get the third. Runner had a good job. Still, with 2 outs, it's okay. Counts 2-1, Brandon. You want to be able to maybe get in something that rolls over on. Could be playable for Ethan Trahan. Just foul. That was that outside pitch that he just kind of reached out for.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking for. You can get him to chase one of those. It could be a pop-up or a weak ground ball to get out of this inning.
So 2-2 to Wool line. Runner at second. And he gets him to swing and a miss, and that's going to be the third out.
Good pitch, good bounce back inning for Austin. Although he didn't pitch the last inning poorly, the errors didn't help him, but that's what the Stars needed. And again, I mean, you like to see a little bit more from the Athletics on that, but it did a good enough job for them to for them to obviously continue to maintain the lead. They're going to now win this game from the mound.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
They don't need to score another run if their pitcher does what they need to do.
So if you're just joining us, we are here at Red Mountain Baseball Complex. This is the USSSA Bell Sports Classic, 14U Majors Division. We have 10 teams in this division, and I believe the top 6 advance. Top 6 advance to the gold
Yes,
bracket, and
yep.
then 4 to a silver bracket. Chandler Stars won their first matchup today, 4-3 against ZT, and now they're here in pool play game 2. Beautiful backdrop out here in Mesa, Arizona. In the bottom of the first, the Stars went 1-2-3. So now leading off is number 20, Ethan Trahan. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Trahan commanding left field today for the Chandler Stars. That pitch is high, 2-0 now. And Hasseltine gets that call. It's looked to be a little outside, but home plate umpire Settle Case has remained consistent. And Trahan grounds out to second base. That'll be the first out. Stepping up, number 17, JP Hurtado. Again, Stars seem a little flat. We seem a little flat.
Right. Well, we
I think the 5 runs is kind of a is a shocker, right? Especially
it's we got a lot of moving parts today with the tournament, the time change, the rain. You're looking at it. This is an 11-team tournament. The top 6 go to the bracket.
And another ground ball, second baseman. So Hasseltine, I mean, he's throwing strikes.
He's moving enough, getting these guys to roll over and letting his defense do the work. I mean, this is playing with the lead.
Yeah.
It's Stars desperately need something to go their way, so they kind of get out of this little bit of funk and put something more on the board. But Athletics are doing everything they need to have success right now.
Yep.
Again, they could even give up a base runner or two, even a run. But if they maintain this type of momentum, this type of pace, they're in a great spot.
To Parker Ron. Probably has the take sign. And he does. 3-1. On deck, Villanueva.
The shortstop was surprised that he had it in his glove. He made a good backhand on it. It was deep in the hole. Probably wasn't going to get Parker Ron on that one. But Parker is continuing to rack up some hits. And now Hector Villanueva is up to bat. Try and move him over and come up with a way to get some runs on the board. It is 2 outs. I mean, tall order to get him all the way around. But
one pitch. And there you go.
Yeah, and he's delivering the ground balls. This is exactly what you want from your pitcher. Even Parker's was a ground ball, just was perfectly placed to be an infield hit. And look, AJ is getting some big bats to roll over and give his defense easy work to make the out. So everything's still the same. We're going into the 3rd inning, Brandon. It's still the exact same things that we talked about for both teams last inning, still in the play. The benefit here, Athletics, it's obvious. The Athletics have one less inning to worry about now, and the Stars have one less inning to start catching up.
Make sure while you're here watching the game to like and subscribe to the channel. We are streaming this live on YouTube. to both Chandler Stars Baseball and Sportstream Arizona. And you can also check us out on Facebook, game being streamed live there as well on Chandler Stars Baseball. Share the page. Appreciate your support. We're out here at Red Mountain Baseball Complex. This is the USSSA Bell Sports Classic, 14U Majors Division. Stars played 2 weeks ago in the MLK Global NIT, ended up becoming champions in that. That was 13U Majors. You can find that game on YouTube, on Chandler Stars Baseball, complete replay. Stepping in for the Athletics, number 27, Grant McMeekin. It's 27 against 27. Austin Smith, number 27. What do you think about that, Mike?
I think we're just grabbing for anything we can right now.
Oh yeah, he gets him to swing on that.
That was we're cold, we're huddled up, we got a heater behind us, and we're looking for anything to. Grab to. I'd stay right there.
Yeah.
You know, the last time on that one, Grant took a check swing at it. That one he offered at it. You want to stay away right there. If you're noticing in Grant's swing,
It's kind of pulling off a little bit.
He's pulling off. He's throwing the bat out the outside pitch. He's in protect mode, so that's where you're going to get him. If you do go inside, your hopes that he kind of gets his hands outside the ball and delivers a weak ground ball. That ball, if it breaks a little bit more, that would he got rung up.
Yeah.
Good pitch. Not what he was expecting. There it is.
That one falls off.
That one
3-2
started
now.
really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Good discipline from the batter to not chase that one. Oh! And we've got a collision out there. Is the ball down? No, the ball's down.
So the
ball's caught.
But
Seemed like it was secured. Jeez.
that was tough, especially for Connor. Ryan Harwood's 6'1", 185-pound. Connor is not. So wait a second. Where do we have? Did they call him out? Did they call the runner out?
No, the ball was caught.
The ball was caught
Harwood was able to keep it.
until he obliterated his teammate,
Yeah.
Connor Russell. Now look where Connor is playing. I don't think he can get any further away.
Yeah.
Any further away than Ryan. Although he's like right there. Just a little too deep. But does Connor have a scouting report that we don't?
Yeah.
Literally, he was shifted way over for Caleb Rose. And other than it just being shallow, he was right in line with it.
So now we've got the pitcher, number 19.
Spot.
49, not 19. That was close. How's our stream looking, Mike? Pretty solid. Good pitch from Smith. Gets him to chase, 1-1.
Able to come out of that inning without any damage. Stars are now
Although
doing
there
what
is-
they need to do.
There may be
Yeah,
some
well,
damage
Connor
too.
might be damaged. We might not know till he wakes up tomorrow, though.
Yeah, that is one of those. It'll take probably 24 hours to feel it. So we head to the bottom of the fourth, and one of the things that we have to take into account because of the weather is that all these games were shortened by 15 minutes. So where
Right.
we typically have 2-hour time limits, hour 45, still 7 innings, but 15 minutes less, and the Stars in this situation would want that extra 15 minutes, but AJ Hasseltine goes back out for the Athletics. AJ is at, let's see, 20 pitches.
I feel like that's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
After 2 innings? Yeah, I'm looking at their bench situation. You know, they've got Woolwine on the bench. You know, you could see him close the game if it ends up getting close. That's their number one pitcher over there. Well, so far, Athletics are doing what they need to.
Yep, and we've got number 6, Amari King. First pitch high to King.
That was going to be close.
Oh, gets away.
Get three, get three.
King will be at second safely. And this is going to be the inning right here.
So that's kind of what we started talking about, right? One thing goes one way, one goes another. For Stars, they needed their first guy to get on, and he's now in scoring position at second base.
What is this camera looking at, Mike? It's the camera back there.
Just behind the home plate.
Yeah.
Back, get back! Get back!
And that's not what you're looking for.
No.
Mari running on the pitch. Austin pops up. Double play. Good fortune, not good. Not good fortune. Now up is 21, Ryan Sanchez. Fouls off the first pitch, 0-1 count. 2 outs after that double play. Caleb Rose is warming up in the bullpen. I don't know if they're just playing catch and staying loose though.
Big cut from Sanchez, not able to connect. He's now down 1-2. And that one's fouled off right off the home plate umpire.
Ryan in full protect mode on that one.
Hasseltine's only at 32 pitches. Sanchez having a good at bat here, though.
Fighting those off, trying to stay alive. Looking for a mistake from AJ so he can find something to drive. Well, they avoided what started off as a great inning for the Stars in terms of opportunity. But we continue into, where are we at? We're at the top of the fourth?
Top of the fourth,
here?
yep.
Again, Athletics could do enough to maintain their lead, or even they can still give up one or two as they go into the bottom. But at the top, you know, if they could add one or two more, that just adds even more protection. But they're in a great spot right now.
Yeah.
5 runs don't come easy.
Mike, we've got like 40 people watching right now, so I think they expect more out of you and I at the moment.
It's, look, the first inning was exciting, but let's face it, these players are not giving us much to do here. Since the first inning, it's been, quick work by both teams as we get into, as we continue to dive deeper into this game. Austin's sitting at, where's Austin at here? He is at 59 pitches. This is going to be Austin's last inning of work.
Yeah. Well, and he had how many pitches the previous game?
Yeah.
So
Coach Freddie over on the bench currently has JP Hurtado and Ryan Sanchez as arms available to go in the game. Ryan Sanchez was getting warmed up earlier.
number 5, Kason Williams, leads off for the Athletics. Chases the high fastball, 0-1.
It's not the start you're looking for if you're Williams. Chasing a high ball. Goes back, gets ahead in the count, 2-1 now.
There you go, kid.
Gives it up.
I'm going to adjust the camera real quick.
So we get a ground ball. Throw. Good pitch. Gets him to roll something over to the shortstop. Luis Mejia makes the play. And you've got 1 out to start the inning. So now Mark is at Mark, who's batting in the 9 hole. We have Mark's up with 1 out. Bottom of the 4th, or top of the 4th, sorry. Quick work, gets ahead with 1 strike on the outside part of the plate. Goes back there, just gets it down a little bit more for a real effective outside pitch for a strike right there. That's a hard ball to actually make contact with or put in play with any bit of velo coming off the bat.
Oh,
That's
not what you want.
He knew it. Unfortunate for Austin, but those first two pitches were great.
Yeah. It's one of those things. If you hit a guy, you want to hit him early in the count, and you absolutely don't want to hit him.
Back to the fence, hurry! Hurry up!
That ball gets away from the catcher, Serrano. But yeah, you absolutely don't want to hit him when you're ahead 0-2. Tried to go with the curveball and just slipped out. And the runner doesn't advance on that, Mike. So, good job over there from Ron to hold him. Two outs now. Runner at second. And we've got number 22, Mason Burns, fouls the first one off.
Yeah, you got to get this out. You do not want to get back to the top of the order. You want to get this out. This is Austin gets out of this inning.
Heads up, heads up!
You know, it's interesting, Mike, if you think back to how those 5 runs came across, top of the first inning, and unfortunate for the Stars, but That's the only runs that the Athletics have played it, and
Right,
they really haven't
it's-
threatened beyond that.
It came down to that play where Mejia went to Hurtado at third, gets the strikeout, big out right there. Likely seen the last of Austin Smith on the mound, but you know that play is really set up all 5 of those runs.
Yeah.
You know they weren't going to score any, and that's
It would have been a 0-0 ball game at this point.
we'd be scoreless. But that one play has been the difference in terms of allowing the runs. The next difference is the pitching has been pretty good. It's been phenomenal so far from the Athletic side. See if they continue to stick with AJ, or if they make a change. I kind of expect him to. He's pitching really well, and with a lead.
Okay, hi. How are you? Okay, I need a lesson. I couldn't figure out the lash. I didn't do the lashes on her today. I didn't. Mine are super red, but we just did mascara today for a competition. She's fine. She just got started on the lashes on hers, but I need the lesson. Yeah, because there's like a
And they do make a pitching
grip on the
change,
back. Like, oh, you don't.
Right. So
which is in part because of the rule that, you know, if he throws more than 3 innings, can't pitch the next day. This is only a 2-day tournament.
Right. So obviously their strategy is from the Athletic side is when they pitch a guy, they want to make sure he's still available within the rules for the next day. So they pulled out AJ, going to Caleb Rose, number 7.
I tried it last night.
I mean, look, Stars are struggling significantly with AJ, so we'll see if that change benefits the Stars,
Yeah.
so that they can get something on the board. We'll see if this change plays off or pays off for the Athletics.
What do you got, Noel?
Go, Damien.
Leading off here in the bottom of the 4th, number 10, Damian Serrano. First pitch fastball to Serrano in there for a strike. That one down and away, and Athletics catcher wants to talk to Rose. All right, here we go. 1-1 to Serrano.
3-0. He's going to be in full take mode. What?
Heads up,
Is
heads
that a
up,
3-0?
heads up.
No, that was
2-0. Okay.
2-1.
Now it's 2-1.
Now it's 2-2.
Oh. Well, again, if I put the sunglasses on, it completely changed my perspective of everything. I can't see our monitor, but I can see the game differently, I guess.
Full count to Serrano.
That's why you're the play-by-play guy.
Yeah. Oh, and he chases that one. Good pitch.
Of course she is.
Draws the count full, but unfortunately strikes out. Now we're back to the top of the lineup. Number 22, Connor Russell. Russell last time tried to lay down the bunt. Right back to the pitcher. He's swings and misses at the first pitch. Fastball.
He's pulling off a little bit. He needs to focus on keeping his hands inside the ball, driving something up the middle.
That is what we like to call a 50-footer.
Grant, catcher, went into full block mode
And it
and
completely
put his head
bounced
down
over
and
him.
everything, and it went over. He didn't even see it go.
Crazy.
McMeekin tries to help out his pitcher there and bring that one back in.
Looking for Connor to have a good at bat here.
Yeah. And that one's up.
Gets it. Look, in order to get those 5 runs, the deficit to disappear, you've got to get base runners. So one of the best base runners on the Stars team is now on first base.
Now batting for the Chandler Stars, number 35, Luis Mejia. And that one's
There's
trouble.
second.
Safe.
Oh, it should have been a double play ball, Brandon. Ended up being bobbled and dropped by Mark at second base, allowing Connor to get to second. Mejia is still thrown out at first by half a step. It was close.
Yeah.
But, again, sticking back to the athletics of what they need to do in order to be successful, limit the damage. And right now they've got runner on second, and 2 outs. That's a good position to be in, even with one of the best hitters on the Stars team off the bat. I mean, it's a big part of the lineup coming up.
One and one to Harwood. Oh, that one gets just foul over there. So 1-2's the count. Runner at second.
Outfield's playing a couple steps. Not deep. That one off the handle, directly into the ground and back to the pitcher. That's effective pitching.
Yeah.
So watching the replay on that one, Brandon, that ball was cutting in when Ryan Harwood started that swing, and his swing path came through. The ball cut in towards the handle and hit the dribbler back to the pitcher. So good movement by Caleb on that one. Avoids anything to cut into that 5-run lead with Ryan up and a runner on second. Now we have Connor on the hill for the Stars, and seeing what he can do to make sure they don't extend the lead and give the Stars another opportunity here in the 5th inning to come back.
We're moving quickly in time, though, so we still probably have about another 35 minutes. So we should see potentially a full 7 innings.
Right. Other than that first inning, which when you score a lot of runs, the innings take a long time. It's been a 0-0 ball game since really halfway through the first.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, except there's no oil. So it's healthy. Jade and I were convinced.
I mean, they're super Oreos. So healthy. Right.
I mean, talk about so did I. I had it for 2 weeks.
All right, so we go to the top of the 5th. Pitching change, as mentioned. Number 22, Connor Russell, steps on.
Go Connor, come on, kid.
That one just outside.
It should be easy work for Ethan Trahan in left field, and it is for a quick out on James Carr. The game is continuing to carry along the way it has since that the bottom of the first inning.
So two-hole hitter Andrew Jacobs comes up for the Athletics. One out, top of the fifth.
Throws off line there, Brandon, from Mejia to Sanchez, and that allows a runner to reach. He was getting down the line pretty fast, so it was going to be a tough play anyways. But
this is the third time around for the Athletics. Aiden Woolwine.
You got to stay away here. That's where he was the first one. Aiden was a little dramatic on that ball inside there. He's really trying to cover the outside of the plate. He's on that plate. Look.
Again, I hate to continue to bring it up, but minus one mistake in the first inning. This is a 0-0 ball game right now.
But that's this game, right?
Yeah.
This game is about taking advantage of who makes the first mistake, and since that first inning, the mistakes have been absolutely minimal by both teams, which is why the Stars haven't got on the board, because Athletics have not been making those mistakes, and Athletics haven't had it anymore because Stars are mistake free from this point.
Good block by Serrano.
And then once a team does make a mistake, it's in a, for instance, there was that overthrow by the Athletics. Didn't hurt him. It allowed a runner at second. That led to a double play pop-up on a steal, and that's just an unfortunate part of the game. You got to take the chance to get the runner over, and batter's got to swing at it with 2 strikes, so that's what ended up happening. Oh, dear God. That's an overthrow from third. Ball was fielded cleanly. And completely airmails the first baseman, allowing a run to cross that was at second base. Had a lot of time. Batter didn't go hard. That was Grant out of the box, going down the line. And as we were just talking about mistakes, there's one.
Yep.
You're out of the inning, but now the Stars have given up another run, and the Athletics took advantage of it.
Good job, Connor.
So Nuttall's up to bat.
He had I think he had the big hit in the first inning, actually, over left field, right?
With the bases loaded, right?
Yeah. 1-1.
It's the outside part of the plate there. down. One of those the shortstop just can't get to. Center fielder isn't going to get in fast enough. And for the hitter, the perfect height, the right distance where it's no man's land, no one can get to it. And Woolwine, who was the courtesy runner for Grant McKeegan, was moving on contact. He was able to score even though that ball was just outside the infield. Athletics are in a really strong position right now. 7-run lead. We've got a 7-run lead here. And, Stars have got to dig deep just to get something on the board. Give some sort of momentum.
Yeah.
Even if you don't come up with a win in this situation, something leading into tomorrow. Pull some positives so you can get on a roll and go in tomorrow with something that felt good as you leave Saturday.
Yeah, and the runs allowed is going to be
Yes.
crucial here if the Stars don't end up coming back and winning this. Allowing 10 runs over 2 games.
Wind is picked up. Again, it feels like it's blowing from right center. Directly in. Connor goes inside and jams him for a foul ball down the first base. To the first base dugout. I'm not going to say line there.
Yeah. I believe it's been with 2 outs that the Athletics have scored these 2 runs here.
Right. Even with that steal, it was a bad jump and wasn't running that fast. But hey, we get the strikeout there for Connor Russell. But just kind of things aren't going your way today if you're the Stars. Even on that steal, a halfway decent throw there gets him, but the throw was offline and short, forcing the second baseman to come on. So little things like that is at the wrong time or the wrong situation is causing these runs to be able to come across. Athletics are doing a good job taking advantage of the opportunities they present themselves.
So if you're just joining us, we are here at the USSSA Bell Sports Classic. Again, this is the 14U Majors Division. Chandler Stars are playing up this weekend. Make sure that while you're here watching the game, like and subscribe or on replay. Appreciate your support, and also check us out on Facebook. Chandler Stars are out of Chandler, Arizona. And the Marucci Athletics, I believe they're pretty much from the West Valley, right? Peoria.
Northwest side of town. They've been a competitive team for a number of years now. Good families and kids on that side of the fence.
So with these 14U teams, Mike, a lot of these kids are probably 8th grade, because wouldn't it be the case now that with high school baseball that they probably aren't playing if they are freshmen?
Right. So if they are freshmen, the AIA rules basically say that once the rosters are formed, they cannot play anywhere else other than with their high school. They can't show up to a practice with a club team. They can't do a pickup game on a Sunday. Nothing once the high school rosters are formed. Well, with the pushback, with the pandemic and everything this year, tryouts aren't until like March 1st. So 9th graders this year, normally they're usually shut down mid-January from any type of club ball or organized events like that. This year it's going to be March 1st because because of the delay, the pandemic changes, and so forth. So ninth graders could still be in play until
About March.
right 14U ninth graders, right? So until March 1st. After that, again, AIA rules. They can't show up to practice. You can't have a halfway pickup game on Sunday. They cannot come, or they will be in violation of the rules for the AIA.
2-2 to Trahan. Trahan looking to get something started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Took a big hack at that one, trying to get something to happen. Just missed it. This is a big inning for the Stars. This is the heart, big part of their lineup. Some big bats there. Caleb Rose just got one of those to swing through one, so he started the inning well.
Those are hitting the strike zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And JP is going to watch. That's strike 3. Stars now have 2 outs. Time is winding down.
You really want your hitters to be more aggressive, on those. But, the zone has been consistent.
Yeah.
He's calling it consistently. It's been established this isn't the first time up with this home plate umpire. You had him last game. You got to get after it.
To Ron. And that one's popped up to the second baseman, and we will head to the top of the 6th.
Quick work in the bottom of the 5th. So here comes the 6th inning. Game is moving along quickly. But Stars, best case scenario, are down to their last 6 outs.
Yeah.
At this point, you don't want them to give up any more runs.
They just haven't been able to string anything together either, Got a runner on second a couple innings ago, first guy, and then doubled him up.
Right. It's just not going your way if you're the Stars. Athletics, complete opposite. Things are going their way. Mistake, one mistake allows 3 runs, and then another small mistake allows more. So this is what is beneficial for one of the two teams, right? So you're just looking for some positive, some little bit of momentum, some of the things, because you could tell the boys feel flat if you're on the Stars side. You also, if you're on the Athletics, you don't want to be complacent with where you're at. You want to stay after, you want to keep going, because momentum is going to be big for you also. There are good teams in this tournament. And let's face it, one pitcher can shut down a very good team.
Heading out for his second inning of work, Russell. Got a couple defensive substitutions and changes. So top of the 6th. Got about 20 minutes left in the ball game. These games do have a time limit, and as mentioned earlier, with the rain delay and the shortening of the day of the games, we lost 15 minutes per game. So now they're only an hour 45 versus 2 hours, which is the normal time for this division.
Heads up, guys. Heads up. You're okay.
One gets down.
He's over in right field right now.
Again, things continue to go the way of the Athletics here. They're leading off. And now we've got number 5, Kason Williams.
Come on, Jimmy. Quite a while.
Runner off on the pitch on that one, and second baseman Ron not able to come up with it. That ball's down. Good block from Serrano.
Because you guys are so clean already, right?
Pitch is high. 3-0 now to Williams. On deck, number 10, Mark. And that one's low, ball 4. So now the Athletics, with no outs in the 6th, have runners at first and second. Serrano wants to go talk to his pitcher.
I've always wanted to win.
All right, so number 10, Mark, steps in. Runners at first and second, no outs. Double play ball would be nice here for the Stars. That one high and inside.
On the Athletic side, they got Adam Woolwine warming up in the bullpen. They might bring him in to just throw one inning, close this out. You're at 9, 10, and 11. You need to get your 3 outs here. You don't want to get back to the top of the order with base runners on.
Couldn't agree more with you on that one. Good play over there from Harwood. Runners do advance, though. Snags the hard ground ball and got our first out of the 6th. And number 27,
Let's go, Connor.
Connor McDonald.
Right. Again, you're just looking for. You've got to get after these next 2 guys because you get to the top of the order with.
All the way back. All the way back. All the way back.
Got him on the foot.
Watch home.
Good play by Ryan on that. So, what ended up happening is Ryan gets him hung up. Runner gets hung up halfway, and then the runner from second advanced to third. And really, the runner had nowhere to go but home. He could not come back to third base. So they basically gave up on that. Got the second out. Now, if they can make. They got to go after Mason Burns here because you don't want to go to Carr with maybe the bases loaded.
Yeah.
So good play on that last one, able to get an out, no damage. Mason Burns does enough. Ball drops in. And here's what you didn't want. You didn't want to flip it. Yeah, give up a run, but then flip it and have 2 outs with top of the order up.
Just right off the end of the
Yeah.
Damian given the play with first and third.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Mike, the run rule is in effect.
Right.
If the Stars don't end up scoring in
Yeah.
the bottom of the 6th. So instead of getting those 2 innings,
They're going to be down to their last 3 outs by giving up that last run right there. So they're going to need at least to score 1 for a possibility of getting those outs back.
two-hole hitter Andrew Jacobs comes up with bases loaded. As mentioned, the Athletics have done what they need to do. You know, they've continued to pile on little by little.
Right.
Still 2 outs, though.
Gets some good bat on that one, Brandon. Takes a foul. Definitely would have scored another couple runs if that thing ended up being fair. All right, so here's where you're at. Nothing too fat right here. If you're Connor Russell, Athletics, you've got 2 strikes. You're trying to just put something in play, punch something through, nice and easy. Keep your momentum going. If you're the hitter, you know the pitcher has to come at you. In the catcher. So pickoff at third helps get Connor out of that inning without a big swing from Andrew Jacobs. Back picks the guy at third, gets out of the inning, but for the Stars, they have 3 outs to score a run.
Yep.
Obviously, if you're on the Stars side, you want them to score more than that, but they've got to score 1 to give themselves a chance at more outs to make up the deficit.
Make sure while you're here watching the game to like and subscribe to us on YouTube, and check us out on Facebook as well. You can get all the action throughout the season. Appreciate all your support of what we're doing out here in Arizona. Trying to keep baseball going, right? You know,
right.
Following
Yeah.
all the social distance guidelines, and only 1 parent is allowed per player here in this facility. So the ability to stream these games live allows families at home and abroad to check us out. Looks like the Athletics are going to stay with it's Rose, right? But like you said, you might see a relief here if anything starts to happen for the Stars.
Rose is in his third inning of work. He'll probably run with him all inning. If there is a seventh, maybe bring someone else. He's at 29 pitches right now. Has not allowed a hit yet, so only a walk, and he struck out 3 in his 2 innings. So he's been very effective in his performance. You stick with him. Stars are running out of chances.
Now batting number 3, Hector Villanueva.
Let's go, Hector.
Give us a count out now, 1-1 after taking the first strike, Brandon.
How have you been?
Yeah, you're chasing this many. You're trying to get something going. You might be, if it's not the perfect pitch you're looking for, you're going to be in take mode on that first strike. You're looking for one specific thing. You don't want to roll over on something for your first swing. You're looking for one very specific thing in order to try and get yourself a hit and give your team a chance to put some runs on the board. Brian, that ball's up and in, and Hector's put himself in a good spot.
Yeah, how do you like it? He really gets a lot out of it. Simple stuff.
Fouled off. Count remains full. 3-2.
Yeah, after getting that strike called, Hector hit that outside pitch for the foul to fight it off, so he didn't get rung up on that. Then that one, pitcher went inside. That stayed inside off the plate to draw the walk for Hector and get the base runner.
Stepping in number 6, Amari King. A little bit of small ball here is what the Stars need. Move runners over. Sees first pitch fastball in there for a strike. That ball gets away.
Yeah, they're going to have to get into that. With the outside part of the plate, the umpire is calling with his zone. You know, Paul Sedicase is been consistently out there. You're going to have to attack that plate to get to the outside pitch.
That one right down the middle. Not sure what King was looking for, but that would have been a good pitch to go the other way with.
I don't know what you wanted, kid.
Yeah. Fouls that one off, stays alive.
Took a good hack at that one, Brandon, so counts all even at 2. Fights that off. An off-speed pitch coming in the inside part of the plate on that one.
Rose completely changes his look on that pitch. You
He
can tell. You
does,
can tell it's
yeah.
coming, but
Yeah.
regardless, it ends up being fouled off. And that ball way outside. Checks in the wave over there. He's back safely. 3-2 now to King. And again, Stars have to plate at least one to be able to go another inning. But we also are running up on time.
That's going to get down. That's going to get down.
Good at bat from King.
Yeah.
After drawing full, ends up moving the runner over, and now we've got number 27, Austin Smith.
Coach is frustrated with Hector at second. That ball was from the vantage point back here. It was clearly in the gap. No one was getting to it.
Yeah.
If you notice what Hector did at second, because, and this goes back to that previous game, if you saw what Hector was doing, he almost got thrown out at first twice by fly balls in the outfield. He didn't want to get thrown out, and create a bad situation. So what he did is he kind of stopped before he got to second, make sure the ball was on the ground.
He could have been easily over
He
at
was
third.
easily at third base if he would have read it better from where he was at. Just a couple bad reads from the base running perspective, but he's playing it safe.
Yep.
I guess the
Too safe.
too safe. The flip side of that, though, and he might be a little worried that he doesn't want to be the one that has that play doubled up.
Yep.
It's happened to the Stars team a couple times today, at least once actually. But so that's what you think. You can see him kind of stopping there, and that's exactly what happened.
Mike, how many viewers do we have on the channel? How many people are tuning in? Let's take a look.
I don't know.
It's all right. I don't blame you for not knowing how to find that. 3 watching on the Sports Stream Arizona channel. And then over on the Chandler Stars channel, we have 3 watching. So, no, sorry. That is,
Let it fly.
the ball gets away. And that's one thing right there to point out is that, again, if better base running,
Right.
that would have played it a run, and
Right.
we'd be advancing to the 7th inning. But again, we're coming up on time, so that's really becoming less and less of a factor.
And now the bases are loaded. So that's a good spot. And they're going to make a pitching change. They're going to bring in Aiden Woolwine to try and shut this down.
Well, if you're not, then all your kids are someone else's. They look like they're twins, just different ages.
So here we are, bases loaded, no outs. Bringing in Aiden Woolwine to try and close it out.
Good job, right, guy?
One and one's the count to Sanchez. Oh, okay.
Ryan turns on that one for foul ball, but he was looking fastball, got it, was actually out ahead of that, and pulls it hard, fouled on the third base line.
So one out now. Serrano stepping in, that one's high. Got Woolwine throwing it in about 75 miles an hour. So definitely change of speed from the last pitcher. That one's high as well.
He's staying high. Right now, I'm taking till I get a strike.
Yeah.
Bases loaded, take until I get a strike. Make him come in. Yeah, Damien's one of those hitters where he gets up right on the plate. His toes are probably in the river,
Yeah.
honestly, on that. So again, as long as any part of the foot is on the line, it's legal. But you try and pound inside of that breaking ball. If he tries to throw one, doesn't break, it's going to hit him.
Going right down the pipe. Full count now in Serrano.
Right. I'd be looking for something up in the zone. He goes down.
Let's go, Damien.
Yeah, if you're A's, you're looking for something in play that you can get an out with. Or strikeout.
Oh, there we go. 2 outs. Not what the Stars want right here. Load the bases and then 2 strikeouts. Back up to the top of the order. Connor Russell. Time has expired. That one down. Good block by the catcher. Woolwine falls behind again. See what Russell does with a 2-out count. 3. On deck for the Stars, number 35, Mejia. Probably going to be in full take mode.
You got to be take mode right here. Get a run across.
And he is, and that's ball 4. So a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, but time, again, what we talked about before, time has expired now, so they don't get those extra outs
Correct.
by eliminating the run rule. So now you're just look, at this point, you need to put some runs on the board so that if
Narrow
runs
the-
against, runs against come into play, you need runs against for the Athletics.
Yeah.
You need to get runs against them in case it comes down to a tiebreaker. 1 or 2 runs could be the difference. So every run you get right now does matter. So if Luis could deliver something, I mean, down the right field line would be just amazing right here. You get 2 or 3 runs. Ground ball. There's nobody at first
Nobody
base.
there.
He's going to beat it. Nope.
No.
Well, let's see if he
Umpire got me.
touched the bag.
Well, good luck to you. Yeah, you.
Looks like he got it.
Yeah, so it's fine because there's a little bit of delay of what you see on stream, so we can watch the replay as it happens here on our devices. But with that, that's pool play for the Chandler Stars comes to an end. The Athletics have another one, and seeding you're going to have to wait and kind of see where teams seed at the end of the day, and it's going to come down to runs against, who gets in and who's out.
So thank you all for joining us. Again, before you leave, make sure to like and subscribe, follow the channel, and check us out on Facebook. We're going to be back here tomorrow. We're not sure exactly in what seeding, though, or if we even make the gold with a 1-1 record. It's not automatic.
Right. So, well, Brandon, it ended up being a great day for baseball.
Yes, it did.
ZT, who the Stars played in the first game, they're coming back for another one. And Athletics have their second game, so at the end of the day, we'll see how the runs shake out and see where all the teams sit. And we'll be back live with you tomorrow.